Hey everybody, this is just going to be a really short orientation video to just some real basic information about how the content's going to be structured here on the Canvas course page. Because I know it can be a little disorienting when you first start an online course like this, so I just want to kind of help you rest easy a bit and just kind of show you just some real basic things about the course content and where you're going to find that content and how it's going to be presented. And you're going to find as you progress through the course all of this is going to become really apparent to you, but I know this is the beginning, and I just want to give you a little bit of help, again, to get you oriented so you feel settled and you kind of know a little bit more about what to expect. Okay, this is something I would just tell you in class if I were going to see you in person, but obviously we can't do that these days, so just going to try to do the best we can with that, and I'm sure it'll help you a lot there. So I'm just going to scroll down to the actual units, and by the way, the view of the Canvas course page you're looking at right now looks a little different than yours because this is my view, the instructor view, but there's some things I need to get to that I really can't show you in the student view because they haven't been made accessible to you just yet, so I need to have it on this view, but yours will look pretty much the same. There's a few differences and color differences, but don't worry about that. There's nothing wrong with your view of things. It just looks different on the student end of things. So at the top there, you know, when you land on our course homepage, you're going to be at that Start Here module, and I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down here a little bit, and you'll see that next section there, what you need to do next. And this is all in that welcome video you'll find there at the top of Start Here. And then you'll see the section for Mind Tap there, and then you'll see a little section there for using ComperZoom. And then we get to what I want to show you here, unit number 1, which covers our first 3 chapters, chapters 1, 3, and 4. And by the way, we're not covering chapter 2, so there's nothing wrong with your view there. We're just not going to cover that there. Now, you'll see at the top of each unit there just a little window of time there in the header, this time August 10th through September 7th there, just to kind of show you what's going on with that. And do remember, as I say at the top of each unit, you have to click each item in the order that you find it in order to move forward through the unit there. So if you see something that looks like it's locked and it looks like it's not accessible, well, the only reason for that is that you didn't click on something above it there. I've got it designed to work that way, and each time that you click on a unit there and an item in the unit, pardon me, and open it up, you'll see a green check next to it there. It won't look quite like these green checks, but you'll see something like that. So that kind of shows you what you've already looked at and what you haven't looked at yet. So it's kind of helpful that that's built into the units there. But what you're going to find within each unit here is that the content is presented in the same order for each unit there. And so you're always going to see an introduction video. Then you'll see a header for the chapter. This time it's chapter 1. That'll be followed by a discussion. Video lectures. This is a link to all the lecture videos. There's anywhere from 8 to 12 lecture videos for each chapter. Each video is anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes long, and so you can just kind of take your time working through those there. Then there's a lecture outline which accompanies the lecture videos, and by the way, back up there in the Start Here section at the top of the modules, I describe all of this for you, so make sure you've read that so you know what all these things are here. Then you'll see what's called homework. This time for chapter 1. That'll be followed by a quiz on chapter 1. A reminder that Mind Tap assignments are due on the day prior to the unit exam. Then you'll find an indicator here that you need to do Mind Tap chapter 1. Then it just goes on to chapter 3 and does the same thing. There's a discussion, video lecture, lecture outline, homework, quiz, Mind Tap. Kind of get the picture. So I just kind of repeat the same thing all the way down there to the last chapter, chapter 4. And then at the bottom of that, after the chapter 4 content is done, you'll see a conclusion here, and there's a study guide for unit 1 and then your unit 1 exam. Okay? And you'll also see beneath that unit 2. And by the way, you won't have access to the subsequent units until the deadlines have passed for the first unit material. I don't want you working too far ahead and getting kind of lost in that material there, so none of those other units are going to open up until the previous unit has been completely finished there, okay? And then you'll have access so you can start working ahead on the next unit, okay? And you will notice that there are deadlines posted there within all the unit assignments there. You can see here, for example, the quiz for chapter 1, the Mind Tap for chapter 1, the discussion for Chapter 3, the quiz for Chapter 3, etc. there. So you'll see all those there in there. Now, I just want to say a few things about how much time you have to complete some of these assignments here, because some of them do have certain windows of time that they are available. For example, on every unit exam that you have for a unit there's a 3-day window within which you can complete the exam. You can see the available dates for this unit here. And so any time during those 3 days, you can take the exam there. And so just so you know that, okay. And they're usually going to be scheduled on Monday through Wednesday of any given week that they are scheduled to be, just so you know that as well. I'm going to be very consistent about that. So every unit exam will be on a Monday through Wednesday of the week that it's supposed to be taken. When it comes to all of your discussion items and your chapter quizzes there, those are always going to be due on Friday of each week there. So you'll see here where it says the due date here for discussion for Chapter 1 and the due date there for the quiz for Chapter 1. They're on the same day, and that's always going to be a Friday too. You know, Friday at 11:59 p.m. And you'll see that when you open up the assignment, it will clearly show you the due date for that. So I'm going to be consistent with when the discussions and the quizzes are due as well. Now, the other thing you want to make sure you keep in mind here too, just to kind of help you out so you know what to expect, each unit's going to be set up the same way, so you're not going to have to wonder how's it going to work this time. I try to be consistent with this stuff. Your MindTap assignments, which again is that online learning platform that goes along with your textbook there, those are going to be due by 11:59 p.m. on the day before the unit exam opens up. I've already told you the exams are going to be from Monday to Wednesday of that week, so on a Sunday night before that Monday at 11:59 p.m., that's the last day and time you can work on those MindTap assignments. If you wait until the exam opens up, the first day the exam opens up there, well, it's too late to do your MindTaps. But you'll see due dates for your MindTaps. When you go into MindTap itself, it'll show you all the due dates there too. So none of that's hidden from you. You'll see as you start working through the material where those due dates are, and just kind of trust yourself not to worry about that. You'll see those things, okay? I don't hide them for you. I put them in multiple places so you can always see them. You're not going to have to go digging around to find that stuff, because that wouldn't be cool to do that, right? And speaking of due dates, just to make things clear again, I just said I don't hide things from you. You'll see, for example, with this first discussion for Chapter 1, there's a due date there listed right below it. And remember, if you look at the welcome video, which you really should look at if you haven't looked at it already, it's not very long, is that there's a couple other places you can find all the assignments and all the due dates all in one place. Remember, all the way up here in your course menu for Canvas, if you click on the syllabus item here, it's going to go ahead and let this load here. It's always slower when you're trying to make a video here, so So remember, up here at the top, you'll see where it says course syllabus. You're not going to find the syllabus there. Remember, that's in the Start Here section there. But if you scroll down a bit where you can see it says course summary, you'll see all the due dates for everything that's here and this part of the course here. So you'll see where it says here Chapter 1, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, some due dates there, the due times all in one place there for you to take a look at there. And don't worry about some of those other assignments you may have seen above it there, because that's only on my view, that's not the student view, so nothing's wrong. Again, don't worry about that. But you'll see all the items listed there. Remember, the other place you can check as well is this calendar item here in the Canvas main menu. Let me go ahead and just click that and pull that up for you. And again, a reminder, when you do the calendar view like this, remember over here where you see all of your courses listed there, make sure you check the right course that you want to see the calendar for and uncheck the courses that you don't want to see the calendar for. And you can see here on a calendar view, for this month here, some of the items that are due on particular days of the month are all going to be listed there for you. So again, one-stop shopping, all the assignments and all the due dates that you want to have, and you just go ahead and click through at the top here. You choose the month you want to look at. It'll populate all those due dates there for you. Okay. Okay, and just one more thing I wanted to clarify for you here too. Your discussion and chapter quiz items there, those are going to be open from the time a unit is available for you to start doing work there. So those open up on the first day that a unit is available. So you can work ahead on those if you want, but do observe the due dates because there is going to be on a weekly basis a discussion and a chapter quiz due every Friday. Okay, but they are spread out week to week there. And you'll see that when you look at the assignments and the due dates there. So again, don't fret too much about that. You'll see how that's all laid out there for you. I'm just letting you know that's just how things are going to be set up there just to help you get orientated again. Okay? All right, well, that's everything I think I wanted to say for right now. So hopefully when you get in there, you'll feel a little bit more comfortable about what to expect. But don't be afraid to check things out. Don't be afraid to explore. You won't break anything there. The key thing to remember is that you have to click each item in a unit in the order that you find them. And if you don't do that, you won't be able to unlock some of the content. So if you can't get something open, it's because you did not open everything up above it. That's the only reason you wouldn't be able to get to something. There is no other reason for that. Okay, as long as the assignment has been made available to you, you shouldn't have any trouble opening anything up there as long as you open them up in order. Okay? All right. Hopefully you're good to go, and I will talk to you soon.